How you doing, folks? Dermot here again from TU Dublin, School of Culinary Arts and Food Technology. Today we're going to start with a little experiment. Do you remember as a kid trying out this experiment? Where we put some bread soda in a bottle and then we got some vinegar and we put it in on top of the bread soda. Well, that's the basis for what today's class is going to be, and that's based on soda bread. Now, whoa! Do you remember doing this as a kid? I do. And that's what happens when acid and baking soda, or bread soda as we call it, activates. One activates the other. And this causes carbon dioxide. Hi folks, Dermot here again, and that was an experiment just to show you how bread soda actually reacts. So we've looked at yeast, how that reacts when it's inside a dough. We've looked at baking powder, which reacts when it's inside the scones. And at this stage, we're looking at bread soda, how it reacts inside soda bread. So let's begin, and I'll show you the ingredients for brown treacle soda bread. So let's have a look at the dry ingredients first. I've got wholemeal flour. This is coarse wholemeal flour, which is basically the whole of the grain ground down along with the flour, so it's full of fibre. And we've got plain flour. Now if we were to use all wholemeal flour, the mix would be far too heavy, so it wouldn't rise. It would find very difficult to rise. So we're just going to add about 100 grams of plain flour in there. Mix it together. I've done that already. We're going to use our baking soda as the raising agent today. And I'm going to put in a few sunflower seeds. And all we're going to do here is mix them up together. No need to sieve, because the wholemeal flour will only get stuck in your sieve. And when you've got a nice amount like so in here, just use your hand. Nice clean hands. Mix it all up. So simple. There we have it. And our wet ingredients. For the wet ingredients, we have buttermilk. Remember, we need an acid to activate the bread soda. So we've got buttermilk, and buttermilk is full of lactic acid there. You can see it in there. It's almost curdled already, you can see it. Okay, we've got 1 egg. We've got a litre of buttermilk, and we've got some treacle. Now this is just for sweetness, and I like treacle because it's got that dark colour in there, but the flavour is nice and sweet. Not too much of it. I just like to get it to a kind of a coffee colour. Now some of you may be thinking, treacle isn't that easy to work with. I just stuck it in the microwave for about 20 seconds till it goes nice and soft. I'm going to mix up all the ingredients there. So we've all the dry in one bowl, we've all the wet in another bowl. And now, what did we say happens? When bread soda comes in contact with liquid, just make a little hole in there. And we're just going to add 3/4 of it in to begin with. I'm going to mix it in. We'll switch over to a big spoon. Now, what is it exactly we're looking for here? And this is the most important part of the bread. We're looking for a warm, sloppy porridge consistency. And that's when you know you have it right. I can see this is a little bit dry already, so I'm just going to pour the rest in. Almost. Leave a little bit just in case. And we're just going to fold this through. And there we have it, all lovely mixed. Okay, so you've got like sloppy porridge there. Okay, that's exactly the way it should look. Really, really sticky and wet. Okay, so next of all, we go to the tins. All we need to do that is pop it into our tins. I've got 2 tins here, and what we're going to do is we're going to take butter paper, or maybe you have spray, whatever, and we're going to go inside into all the corners, around the crevices. I'm just going to grease that mold, and then just to make it non-stick, what we do when we're doing soda bread, rather than line it with parchment paper, we just get some wholemeal flour. We'll put it in there. And we'll do the other one as well. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it round the inside until it sticks to all the sides. And don't worry, all the excess you can just throw into the next tin. And here we have our 2 tins, which are lined. And all we do is we pop the mix into the center of the tin, and never more than 3/4 way, because all that's going to rise up with the baking soda. Pop them into the oven. Just tap them up. Get any air bubbles out there. And if you like, you can sprinkle some seeds on before you pop them in the oven. Pop them in the oven at about 190 degrees, which is very hot, just for 10 minutes until it pops up and it rises up to the level of the tin. And then turn it back down to about 170, and we'll cook that out for about 45 minutes. That's it, guys. We'll see you in 45 minutes. Here we have it, 45 minutes later. And here we have the one with the seeds on it, and here we have the one with no seeds on it. And if you have floured the inside of the tray well enough, they should pop out nice and easily. Just need to maybe give it a gentle nudge from the sides, but don't try and scrape it because the metal is non-stick, so we'll only get that out. And there we have it, beautiful. Stay on the other side. Now guys, you'll be tempted to eat this. You can actually smell the treacle here, it's fantastic. You'll be tempted to eat it straight away. Please don't. It's still got to steam, all the lovely steam inside it. There's a lot more heat in there, and basically what happens is it continues to cook in there until it cools down and the crumb goes nice and dry. If you cut it too early, the crumb will be all doughy and wet. So don't be tempted. Take it as half an hour to 45 minutes just to cool down, and then you can slice away and enjoy. Hope you've enjoyed it. Really simple recipe, I hope you agree. Try it out. Look forward to seeing you for the next video. Take care.